Stellar Monarchs Academy preview show. Myself, Graham Munsey, joined by Dave Harley as we look ahead to another big match for the Monarchs Academy. This week it's the Berwick Bullets that come a calling, Dave, and it's I think everyone would agree it's time for the Academy to get back on track, and a win on Friday night a must.
Yeah, after a difficult weekend against Leicester, the boys will be determined to get back on the winning trail, and we know now matches we're well into the season now. We're more than halfway through, so it's a huge match on Friday night. Obviously, we've got Dayle joining us in a second or two, so if you get any questions for Dayle, get them on the chat, and remember to like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel.
That's it. I was just going to say that, Dave. One man who'll be raring to go and make sure that the Monarchs Academy do get back to winning ways this weekend is their reserve and Monarchs Championship reserve, Dayle Wood. And we're delighted to welcome Dayle in now. Dayle, thanks very much for joining us.
No worries.
Hey Dayle, how you doing? You looking forward to the weekend and another weekend of Monarchs, a double header against the Bullets?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Be good to get back on the track. Yeah, you there?
Yeah, sorry. I think there was just a slight delay. You crack on.
Yeah, I'm keen to get back on the track. Yeah, see how we go, both Friday and Saturday. Looking to get a win. I'm sure all the boys are too, which would be good. We need it, so yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned that there, Dayle. It's been probably a tough month or 6 weeks or so for the academy. We saw Jacob swap teams in the championship and then miss out a match for the academy. That had an effect. Kyle sadly stepped away from the sport. Max Clegg's come in. Then there was other injuries. Alex Spooner, Kieran had a spell out. But we're not quite back to a full 1-7. But Max Clegg in and a couple of meetings now at the top end. You've settled in well now at the bottom. So really it's time to start that authority and back to those first two matches at home where the team looked very good.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a rough chop for the boys, ups and downs. Now we got Max in, number one. He's a good dude. And yeah, see what we could do for the rest of the season, I guess.
Yeah, so we've already got a few people on the chat. Most folk just sort of saying hello. John Clements, hello guys and gals. Lynette Linton says hi guys as well. I think Ryan Muir's mistyped. Come on, Wordy. I don't know what he's up to there. I should have said Woody. There you are. He's correct to that. As I say, the mechanic's always in the arc, and we've got the first question, which from Chris, which is, do you enjoy staying in Scotland?
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's been pretty good the last few weeks. Bit of warm weather, bit of rain over the last week, but that's not too bad.
Yeah, I think we're talking just before we came on air. I think you're probably the most northern-based rider in the whole of the UK now. So plenty of miles to go in the van, but I guess being from Oz, that'll be nothing for you. A jaunt down to Malden Hall or Leicester, that's like nipping at the corner shop for you guys.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was nothing for us to do a 18, 20-hour trip back home, so...
Yeah, nice and easy, although from sunny Fife is a bit different for everybody. We've got also had Lynette Linton. What goals have you made for yourself this season?
Just to better myself this season, and hopefully come back next year in the championship and, yeah, go from there, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that was a big step up there with a championship opportunity coming probably a little bit earlier than expected, but you certainly haven't disgraced yourself in there, and a couple of points, and the team looks to be building slowly at that level as well, even.
Yeah, come a little bit earlier than I sort of thought, but that's good. I'm happy to be there. Hopefully I can keep the spot for a little bit longer and, yeah, be back next year.
Yeah, and then next up, I think Stephen Lumsden asked the question, everyone, you're probably expecting the most, Dayle. Who's got the best moustache? You're Pat? No, wait. You are Hookie. Who's got the best moustache?
I'd say I've got it over Hookie.
Definitely on that front. I'm sure Paco would have something to say, but yeah, no, it's impressive facial hair, let's say, that's for sure. But looking at obviously looking forward to Friday night, one of the things we'll be missing Adam, who's racing for Poole at Ashfield on Friday. So we've got Jack Smith is in his cover. He'll be guessing at number 3 for Adam Friday, and Alex Spooner is still out. Unfortunately, I think I saw a message from him during the week that he's still fighting hard and still in a bit of pain. So wish Alex all the best for recovery, and that obviously gives Mark Parker another opportunity to come at number 8. But Mickey Simpson back in at 6 as well as he was last week. Graham, it's a team that should be capable of getting some results, especially this weekend against Berwick, who've been struggling as well.
I think so. We kind of seen it, didn't we? The first couple of matches of the season, the Academy were very strong at home. Then kind of the Oxford and the Leicester matches came, and I think maybe just, we maybe saw at Leicester, they've got those 2 15-year-olds that were absolutely flying. But I think this is a great chance, as Dayle said already, that the team's set on and well. Everyone's, happy enough with how things are going. Obviously, winning makes things a lot happier and a lot easier. But, I think Berwick have only had 1 win in 9, so they're probably in the same position. I know I spoke to Greg Blair, their captain. He's desperate for a win. But Dayle, I guess it's just up to the boys to go out on Friday night first, do their job, and then that builds the confidence going to the away leg on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. I know the boys put in 100% every meeting, so we've got to do the same again.
Yep. And then Berwick on Saturday, Dayle, I'm right in saying maybe, was that the second track you ever rode in the UK? You went down there for a second half, didn't you? Pretty much your first weekend over here.
I've been there and watched a couple times and never rode it. So, that'll be a bit of a challenge, I guess, for me, but I'm sure we'll work it out.
Yeah, that's, of course, on Saturday night at 7 o'clock down at Shield Field. It's, looking at the Berwick team, Danny Phillips still at number 1 for them, although Connor Coles is probably their man racing at number 4. He's been on excellent form this season. Unfortunately, one of the Devils from last year, Josh Embleton, will be missing. He's injured at the moment, so it's rider replacement at 2 for Berwick. But with Connor Coles in there, it's certainly it'll be a challenge for everybody in our team, Dayle.
Yeah, definitely. Connor's a good rider. He's had a few good races this year. So, and he rode for Leicester on the weekend. I'm sure he went. I think he went pretty well there as well. So, yeah.
Yep, and I think Dave, turn it back over to some of the fans' questions. I see one from Chris Black there. He's written as a novel, but basically saying he's starting to like the look of the Academy. Top 3 as good as you'll find. Dayle obviously finding his feet, and he's just wondering, how are you finding the adjustment to Armadale now? And also, are you happy enough, that bit of track time and stuff that the bikes are doing what they should be going now? You've got those mechanical grey ones ironed out. And he's also asking, so 3 questions. The last one is, he's right in saying this is only your 2nd year on a speedway bike at this level, or at sort of team and individual level.
So just trying to read that again there. Yeah, finding the Armadale, I'm getting around there okay now. I wouldn't say I'm the best, but I am getting there. Mechanical issues with the bikes are all sorted. Just wasn't fast enough on the weekend at Leicester. And I've probably been on a speedway bike for about 6 years now. So, yeah.
One of the things I think was new to you was the wet tracks. Alan Hewittson's asking, are you getting to grips with the tracks when they're a wee bit wet?
Yeah, I just guess you got to use your head a bit more, and a bit more throttle control, and all that stuff comes into play. But yeah, I'm getting used to it. I think I rode okay on Friday. Besides one little get off, but.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing Chris Black was saying, that your cutbacks, you seem to have worked that inside line now, and your cutbacks on Friday, his exact words, a joy to watch. So there you go. You're obviously doing something right, Dayle, if that's what the fans are saying to that also. Yeah. So a few things, I guess, it'd just be remiss if we didn't mention. First up, Where are we? It's going on 7:15, so in about 15 minutes' time, if you're watching this live, the Monarchs Academy's own Mickey Simpson is in the British Under-19 final at Birmingham. So absolutely good luck to Mickey. I completely forgot he was in that meeting, Dave. I messaged him yesterday to ask if he had some free time today, and he quickly reminded me he was there. So good luck to Mickey. Another step on the Speedway experience ladder in Mickey's education.
I spoke to Simo and his dad on Saturday night at Leicester, and he's real keen for Simo to go well. So hi Simo, you asked me to say hello. There you go. The first hello message I've had to give on the preview show.
Oh, that's it. They're famous now, Dave. People are coming up asking for mentions. And then, of course, as Gary Thompson's right to mention, and don't worry, Gary, we hadn't forgotten. Dave will have a wee graphic to pop up in a second. That the Northern Junior League also takes place on Friday after the Monarchs Academy match. So it's the West Lothian Wildcats this weekend. First up against Workington on Friday, and then after the Berwick match on Saturday down at Shielfield also. So do stay back and give those guys your support. Dayle, I know the Northern Junior League's probably been a great learning curve for you as well as the National League this year. You know, every bit of bike time's great, and that confidence that comes with winning races. So you know how crucial that is for guys like yourself. So I'm sure you would urge everyone to stay back and support everyone that's involved in that as well.
Yeah, definitely stick around. It was good for me to get some laps in and when I first come over. But yeah, I'm sure some other riders can step up to that now and move on from there.
Yeah, and I think actually Mark Parker was due to be in the Wildcats team on Friday. So good to see he's still getting the laps around Armadale and being involved. Obviously, he'll be number 8 in the Academy match, but he showed himself up well, the other week. So again, another step for Mark on his learning. Also.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, I don't know what it is with the long posts tonight. We want another one trying to be clever. John Clements says, Dayle getting used to being at the Dayle. What is your targets for Monarchs Academy? And do you expect to see Dayle improving at the Dayle and being the best Dayle at the Dayle? So that was easy for me to say.
Before that one, Dave.
So just in terms of that, as you said, the thing I kind of find amazing with the Speedway is the different tracks and that adjustment from Edinburgh on Friday to Berwick on Saturday, and that'll be I guess that's a new challenge for you if you say you've not actually raced at Berwick, but that big wide track with you got good speed for that for Saturday.
Yeah, hopefully. I was doing an engine change later on tonight. Put a fresh motor in. But yeah, it's tricky riding Armadale and then going to a different track. Like Leicester on the weekend, all the boys were fast there. So it's hard to be really fast. So that makes it hard. Armadale's a little bit different. It's a little bit more technical, I guess. So it takes a little bit of getting used to.
And then we always like to give the riders a little chance to plug. So I can see a question from John Clement still asking specifically for a hat, but can we expect some Dayle Wood merch shortly? Are we going to see some T-shirts and some hats and hoodies and stuff for the fans to buy?
I'll try my best. I've got a few shirts of my own. If everyone likes that, and yeah, I'm sure I'm happy to get some hats and tees and stuff done up, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure if you pop a message up on your Facebook, Dayle, I'm sure the orders will flood in after that.
So much, loads of questions tonight. We've got so far through, we haven't even put the plug out for tickets yet, Graham.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, of course, we've mentioned that there. The match we're talking about is the Stellar Monarchs Academy versus the Berwick Bullets. It's 7:30 on Friday night, Armadale. The ticket link is on the screen there. It's edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/tickets. If for any reason you can't make it along, then myself and Mike Hunter will be in the commentary booth for the stream. That's edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/EMTV. And I know I can give you an exclusive, Dave, that other teams, riders and managers do watch the stream, even when they're not involved. There's had a phone call from another team's manager asking me how to get his team's match from earlier in the season just yesterday. So we're obviously doing something right. Other teams are using their streams to spy on us.
Yeah, I mean, is that something you do yourself, Dayle? Have you had the opportunity to watch back some of your races on EMTV or in the links?
Yeah, I've watched a few. Most of them I don't like to watch, but yeah, no, it's good to watch them back.
Yeah. And what's been a question I spoke to you a few times, I've really meant to ask is, what's been the biggest learning curve since you came over? We're now, what are we? We'll start July at the weekend, so probably 3 months into the season. What's been the biggest difference from the start to now? Is it things like, a first corner when it's a team match and it's 4 riders, but you've got to watch out for a teammate? Is it just, the difference in tracks and setups and stuff? What's kind of been the thing you've probably say you've learned the most since first coming over?
Yeah, definitely riding in a team. Like, it's not very common over in Australia to ride in a team. We do every now and then, but yeah, definitely going into the first corner, especially around Armadale where it's pretty tight, and you got to make sure, the other lad's safe. So
yeah, but a couple more. Well, there's Gary Dixon's confirming that Mark Parker and Kieran Lydon ride for the Wildcats this weekend with Rocco and Lewis. So that'll be, as you said already, stay back for that. And then there's from Ryan Anderson, what's your favourite track you've ridden in the UK so far? I think he said he's seen your name pop up second halves at Redcar, Birmingham, Scunny. And obviously you've had a few matches with the Monarchs in the Academy now.
yeah, I do like Armadale, but Leicester was pretty good on the weekend. I did like that track. So Redcar's another good track. So yeah.
Yeah, you certainly started off on fire on Saturday night, and I thought you were really unlucky in, was it Heat 6 or Heat 8 when you got a brilliant start, and I was sat near the tapes and I saw absolutely nothing wrong with it, and you got pulled back. And then obviously later on there was a wee exclusion, which I thought you were really harshly dealt with as well.
Yeah, started off great. Unfortunately, we didn't go any further from there. But yeah, a few not so good calls, I guess. But that's all part of racing, and you can't change the ref's mind.
You need to dig out your program, Dave. Tell me what referee needs to go on the hit list after Saturday. But yeah, as we've mentioned already, it is a big double header starting Friday night at Armadale. So I'll just pop that tickets link up one more time, edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/tickets, Friday at 7:30. And then if you can't make it along and do want to watch on the stream, it's edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/EMTV. Saturday, we have a 7 o'clock tapes up at Shielfield. So get yourself along to that to support the boys. Also, and as we've spoken about already, best case scenario, double win for the Academy and move back up that table.
Yeah, 5 points in the bag would be nice come Saturday night at 9 o'clock. And I mean, it's all about the National League. We're talking about it. And one of the things the Monarchs have introduced this week, just to try and get a wee bit of support for the Academy. If you're enjoying your National League racing, then you can buy a support brick to help the Monarchs Academy. It's available from the club shop now. That details it's the usual URL with the /shop on the end, and you can show your support for national racing at Edinburgh, because it's crucial. We've got that step up in between, and that's how you got the opportunity. The fact that Edinburgh have got that National League team deal, and it's really be really good for to get that just a little bit of support through the door on a Friday night, or through this initiative if you want it, if you're not able to come to the track, but you can support them in that little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think the National League racing this year is pretty good. Like, everyone's got a good team, and yeah, I'd encourage everyone to get down and check it out, or buy the stream online, watch it. My partner does it in Australia. Nearly every meeting I think she's watched. Gets up at 4 a.m. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can see in the comments, Dave, you don't need to put it up, but I've got the ref's name now. And actually, once I've seen the name, I won't say much more, but let's just say it doesn't surprise me if there was some shocking decisions in there for what I've seen of them this year. But that'll be me probably in the back end of a fine if that one gets watched at BSPA Towers. But I don't think there's too much left for us to say, Dayle. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on. As always, we always finish. We like to give our guests a chance. Is there any message you have for the fans or anyone watching? You want to give a special shout out? I know you said your partner watches. I've seen I know you've got a few relatives that set alarms every Friday night to get up and watch as well. So is there anyone you want to give a message to, or any last thing for the fans?
No, just I guess, yeah, just encourage everyone to get down to the track and support the boys, get behind them, or by the stream. And yeah, hopefully we can get some more wins in the bag and finish the season off pretty well.
Yeah, and as usual, the last few comments are related to the tash, aren't they? As Chris is asking any tips on how to grow the moustache. And John Clements has gone further and said, "What seeing you actually wants to grow one? He's not sure his girlfriend will like it, but yeah, so it's all good fun."
Yeah.
Yeah, none knows pair, Dave. I think they need about 30 years to even get halfway towards Dayle. I need a time machine. But as I say, Dayle will be there on Friday. He's urged you get yourself along. We'd say the same. I'll be there. Dave's on a skive this week. He's away at some place called New York. Never heard it myself. Can it be nice of an Armadale on a Friday? But 7:30 is your tapes up. I'll be there. Dayle will be there. And as always, until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Thanks, guys. Catch up soon.